Happy Sunday, honky tonks, and if you're here in the UK, make the most of that sun because this week it's about to disappear, so yeah. Back to British gloomy weather, I'm afraid. Typical spring British gloomy weather. So anyway, do you watch Big Brother? Nah, didn't think so. Me neither. But what I do watch is X. All the best stuff is on there. And this year's Celebrity Big Brother series, it's trending heavily on X for what I would call typical woke outrage. Now for me, woke means someone who sees social injustice where it doesn't exist. And that is exactly what happened in one of these incidents anyway, in Celebrity Big Brother. Now the first incident involved an American actor called Mickey Rourke. Apparently he was homophobic and he was a bit aggressive, and so he was asked to leave. And the second incident is, for me, the most interesting, because it's an example of why Britain can't really move forward. And the perfect example of wokeism, someone who sees social injustice where it doesn't exist. Now, the two people involved here were Michael Fabricant and Trish Goddard. If you don't know who these people are, Trish Goddard lives in the US, but she's a part-time radio chat show host here in the UK. She's either on GB News or Talk Radio. I've listened to her 3 times just by chance, and she's billed as the Queen of Chat, but she's not. She's boring as hell. And the second is Michael Fabricant. Michael Fabricant is a now former Tory or Conservative MP. He lost his seat at the last general election, and I'm still not convinced that's his real hair. And so Michael Fabricant, he stood in front of the other celebrities in the Big Brother house, and he started talking, and in that speech he said, and I quote, "I'm of French and Jewish origin. I don't think you should come to this country if you want to change everybody to your way of thinking," end quote. And there's nothing wrong with that, is there? He didn't pinpoint any certain community, any race, any demographic. All he's saying there is, if you're going to emigrate or visit a country, do as the Romans do, as the saying goes. But sadly, there is truth in what he does say, as there are indeed people who do emigrate to other countries, in particular the West, and expect us to bend over backwards for them. But I'm sure you can agree there was nothing, it was an innocent bit of speech with nothing particularly nasty about it. But then up pipes Trish Goddard. As you can see here, this is her face. And she said, and I quote, "Oh, is this slipping into Islamophobia," end quote. Now, the guy didn't mention Islam or Muslims. And because of that, or because of her seeing social injustice where it didn't exist, the whole thing descended into farce, and he was voted out. So why did Trish Goddard say Islamophobia when it wasn't? And besides, a phobia is a irrational fear, but people do have valid concerns, and Islamophobia is a term made up to shut down criticism, debate, or argument. And Trish Goddard showed just how people behave and the levels they're prepared to stoop down to in order to push an agenda. And there was no need for it whatsoever. And these people who throw these cards around, I mean, they think they can do this all the time with complete impunity. Because such accusations these days, especially under Keir Starmer's Labour government, can put a target on your back and ruin your life. People really do need to think before accusing others of something that they haven't done or what they're not, or giving them these ridiculous woke labels. And this is why Western countries like Britain just simply can't move forward. Because we're too scared as a society. We've been subdued into calling out people who hate us and want us to revert into their way of thinking. And Michael Fabricant said nothing wrong whatsoever. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments. And that's that. I am Paz49. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Roger Trout.